Hi everyone, welcome back. In the last video, we created a sample table called Employees. In that table, we created 5 columns: the employee ID, the first name, the last name, the title, and the year hired. In this video, we will learn how to alter, update, or delete information from an existing table. First, let's learn how to alter a table. We can alter this table to add an existing column or change information from a column or an existing row. For instance, if we wanted to add an additional column to this table, let's say a location column, we can alter the table. To alter the table, we use the keyword alter. Alter, table, the name of the table, followed by add, because we are altering the table to add something. We are adding a column. The name of the column is location. Let's use LOC, because if you notice, if we use location, it's highlighted in color in purple, therefore it is a keyword within SQL. So it is not wise for us to use the exact name for a column. Therefore, let's use just LOC, location, followed by the data type we would like to use for this column. The data type I would like to use is varchar. Also, the size I would like to use is 10, followed by a semicolon to end the statement. Therefore, we are altering the employees table to add a new column. The name of the column is location. The data type of that column is varchar, and the size is 10. End the statement with a semicolon and click Run. Table has been altered. Now, if you type select clear, now if you select the table, select star from employees, select star from employees, end the statement with a semicolon. Always get into the habit of ending all statements with a semicolon, and also get into the habit of typing all keywords in uppercase in capital letters. This is the proper form in Oracle SQL. And everything I do in this course, I will be doing it based on the proper format, the proper standard set by Oracle. So go ahead, select star from employees, end with a semicolon, click Run. And now you can see we have 6 columns. We have employee, first name, last name, title, year hired, location column. Now we can also update the table. We altered the table and we added location. We can update the table to add a value in the location column or in each row pertaining to each employee and their location. So let's go ahead and let's update the table. Let's update. Use the keyword update and the name of the table we are looking to update, which is employees. Set. Let's update the table and let's set something to be equal to something. In this case, we just altered the table and created the column location. So now let's update the table and let's set location to be equal to something. Let's set location to be equal to New York. And since New York is a string, we will place it in single quotes and the statement with a semicolon. Go ahead and click Run. 6 rows has been updated. Now, let's select the table and let's look at the information. Select star from employees once again. Whenever we want to select everything within a table, all we have to do is type select star from and the table name, followed by a semicolon to end the statement. Click Run. This time, we have information about everything in the table: employee ID, first name, last name, title, year hired, but now the location column has been filled in for every single employee with New York. Because we updated the table, if you can recall, we did update table, update table employees, set location, it's update just the table name, update table name employees, set location equal New York. That changed everything within the table. But what if we only wanted to change one column? What if we only wanted to change the column of employee 1? We can make the update statement a little more specific. We can add the where clause. Where employee ID equals EMP1. So we can update only employee 1 to say something else. So let's go ahead and say employee 1 now is located in LA. And the reason why we can say employee 1 is because the primary key, employee ID, is the unique identifier. So employee 1, EMP1, only belongs to Lois Griffin. Therefore, if we update employees, set location equal to LA, where the employee ID is equal to EMP1, Lois Griffin location will be updated from New York to LA. Before, where we said update employees, set location equal New York, but we did not specify a employee, everyone, all employees' information were updated to New York. But in this case, we're specifying a specific employee by their primary key. Therefore, only one employee information will be updated within the table. Click Run. One row has been updated. Now, select that table and let's view if that information has been updated. Select star from employees. Select star from employees will provide you with everything located in the employee table. Click Run. And this time, everything has been updated and employee 1, Lois Griffin, EMP1, has been updated to say LA. Now, let's take a look at the delete statement. We have worked with the alter statement, we have worked with the update statement. Now let's work with the delete statement. We can use the delete statement to delete information from the table. We can also, just like the update table, we can delete from employees. However, we must specify exactly what we want to delete. If we don't specify a specific employee or a specific area we want to delete, everything from the table will be deleted. So let's go ahead and try deleting something from the table. Delete from table name delete from employees where emp ID is equal to, let's delete employee number 6. Okay, so we're saying delete from table employees where emp ID is equal to emp6. End the statement with a semicolon. Click Run. One row deleted. Let's verify if this is correct. In order to verify if the table has been updated, we need to select everything from the table. Select star from employees, followed by a semicolon. Click Run. And now we can tell it has been updated because we only have employees from emp1 to emp5. emp6, which belonged to Stewie Griffin, has been deleted. In this video, we learned how to use the alter, update, and delete statement to edit information in an existing table. In the next video, we will begin creating the relational database we will be working with for the rest of this course. See you then.